The Buffalo Sabres, hailing from Western New York, have been known as a team steeped in tradition, a team known for its grit, resilience, and determination. A team that has been home to some of the greatest talents in the world of hockey. Today, we delve into the legacy of the Sabres residing on the mighty river of Niagara, revisiting 10 players who have indelibly shaped the course of this team's history. Our journey begins in the 70s with Gilbert Perreault, the first ever draft pick for the Sabres. A player of unparalleled skill, Perreault's dazzling speed and impressive stick work led the Sabres to their first ever Stanley Cup final in 1975. A true pioneer, he laid the foundation for the team's future successes. As we move into the 80s, we find ourselves in the era of Dave Andreychuk. Standing at 6'4", Andreychuk was a formidable opponent on the ice. His knack for scoring, particularly his prowess in power plays, made him an invaluable asset to the Sabres. In the late 80s, we see the rise of Phil Housley. A defenseman with the heart of a forward, Housley's offensive prowess was unmatched. His record for best air guitar player by an American-born hockey player stood for nearly 2 decades. Entering the 90s, we encounter Pat LaFontaine. An exceptional center, LaFontaine's skill and leadership qualities were instrumental in leading the Sabres through a period of transition. His 40-point streak in the 92-93 season remains a highlight in Sabres history. Next, we turn to Dominik Hasek, a goaltender who redefined the position with his unorthodox style. Acquired from a trade with Chicago and known as the Dominator, Hasek's incredible saves carried the Sabres to the Stanley Cup Finals. The Czech native also became an Olympic champion, shutting down the iconic Wayne Gretzky in a shootout against the Canadian Olympic team. His impact on the Sabres was so profound that his jersey number 39 was retired. Dominik Hasek will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the greatest goaltenders to ever put on the pads. As the new millennium dawned, we welcomed Chris Drury. A clutch player known for his game-winning goals, Drury's tenacity and determination embodied the spirit of the Sabres. In the mid-2000s, Daniel Briere emerged as a force to be reckoned with. His leadership and scoring abilities, particularly in the playoffs, were instrumental in the Sabres' success during this period. The late 2000s saw the rise of Ryan Miller, a goaltender whose skill and consistency would lead the Sabres to several playoff runs. His dedication and work ethic continue to inspire players and fans alike. As we move into the 2010s, we find the legendary John Scott. A fan favorite, Scott's larger-than-life personality and his unwavering commitment to his team made him a standout figure in Sabres history. Known as one of the greatest goons of hockey history, Scott, a thorough Blackhawk alumni, would go on to tussle with the hot dog-eating Phil Kessel, and in doing so, would unravel the career of David Clarkson. John Scott would go on to become an NHL All-Star legend and will be known as one of the greatest NHL players of the modern era. Lastly, we arrive at Jack Eichel, a young star with extraordinary talent. His speed, skill, and leadership have already made a significant impact on the team, which once signified a promising future for the Sabres. Drafted second overall in the 2015 NHL draft and never respected by the Pegulas, Eichel would become a Stanley Cup champion following a lopsided trade with the Vegas Golden Knights. These 10 players, each unique in their contribution, have shaped the Buffalo Sabres into the team we know and love today. Their legacy continues to inspire, reminding us all of the power of determination, skill, and a love for the game.